When we're talking about, we want to find the number of combinations of, so we already know this part, right? 5C3. That's the first part. Now we want to raise P to the R. P to the R. And what P is, in this case, is going to be 2/3. Okay? Because, look at what we have up here. How many times do we have tails? 2. How many times do we have heads? 2/3. Okay? And it's raised to the R, which in this case is 3. Okay? This is R. This is N. Alright? The next one, since this has to add up to 1, 2/3 plus what equals 1? 1/3. This is going to be 1/3. Raised to the N minus R. 2. We're going to do a bunch of these. It'll get easier. Okay? So this is set up. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Alright? Now, how do I get 5C3? How am I going to do that on my calculator? Very simple, right? It is 10. We just did it. So we get 10 times, well, 2/3 cubed becomes 8/27 times 1/9. When we use our wonderful calculator to give us a solution, which happens to be 80/243. Okay? So most difficult part of this is just setting this up, and that becomes easier after you do a bunch, okay? Gigi? I don't think so. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay? 9 doesn't go into 243 evenly. 480. Okay, so back to the next page. I need to flip-flop those pieces around. Okay. So, at least and at most examples. Ready? In a baseball game, the probability that Peter will get on base safely when he comes to bat is 3/7. I'm giving you this information, okay? 3/7. What is the probability that he will get on base safely at least is the most important part here, 3 of the 4 times he comes to bat? There are 3 different ways to do these probability problems. At least, at most, and the one we just did. Okay? So this one's an at least problem. So we're going to use this again. NCR PRQN minus N. Okay? We know that the probability of success is 3/7. That's our P, probability of success. Okay? Q, if P and Q always add up to 1, what's Q? 4/7. Good. All right, so we got P and Q. Now we need R. R is going to be
4.
Pick the other one. 3. R is going to be our smaller number. Okay? N is going to be 4. Because think about it, we usually have that larger number out front, right? Yes, dear. Because these two have to add up to 1. Okay? So now we have the stuff that we need. Okay? We have 2 steps to this problem. We need to do 2 trials. All right? The first one we're going to do is we're going to use our 4 combination with 3. And since this is at least, it has to happen at least 3 out of the 4 times. It can happen 4 out of the 4. That's why we have to do 2 parts. All right? So we get 4 combination of 3. What's P? No. 3/7. raised to? Cubed, right. 3/7 cubed times what's q? 4/7, and what is that raised to? The first. Okay. Then we need to go ahead and solve that. All right? So why don't you go ahead and solve that for me? You're going to get big numbers. Yes, dear? Because it's n minus r. N minus r is 1. Okay. Every day at the same time. Hmm? Yeah, I think you go to math and then hit fraction. It's 1-year math book.